This could probably happen without people reflecting and realizing that they have had such a moment. So in a way, I think people probably have these experiences all the time, but do they notice them? Do they look at them and say, oh, this is my opportunity. This is my open door into something new. It's very difficult to tell people what to do, so I learned that lesson. And so what I do is I share my experience. I share my own story, and then I ask people always to mirror my story, reflect on it, take what they can use. I share my story, but always with a thought that it should somehow impact someone. So the story is not about me. I always say, make the story about you. So when I share my story, make it about you. So what I can say about my story is that I had this moment of clarity. I suddenly saw that I needed to change my perspective on losing my sight. I was always seeing the negative sides. It was natural, because that's what we do to survive. We brace ourselves for impact in a way. So I said to myself, I have to teach myself, figure out a way to teach myself to change my perspective. Gradually, I realized that it wasn't really my blindness that was my biggest problem. And that is strange to say. People would say, but of course it is. No, it wasn't. It was my thoughts about it that was my problem. So I knew I had to work on that. So what I realized was I couldn't change the fact that I was going blind, right? That's given. Right now at this stage where we're in, hopefully someone will figure it out. But right now I have to accept that there is no cure for retinitis pigmentosa. And I remember a quote from Viktor Frankl, and he had this quote, and it says, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. So that was the beginning. I started experimenting with the ability not to get emotionally detached. It's okay to be angry and sad here. Let's go through that, and then let's see if we can be with it, be in it, and then it slowly just disappears by itself. So still every day practicing this, and I'm ending up in black holes, in deep pits, in sadness, in all the things that is natural to be in when you are losing your eyesight. But I'm just not being beaten by it anymore.